Alpa, and today's recipe is targeted towards kids as well as teens. As you guys know, kids are so fond of eating outside food. That is because they get so much variety and the taste and the look of the food is totally different than the homemade food. But what if we can make something which looks like what you get outside, but you can control the quality and the ingredients and it tastes even better than what you get outside? Wouldn't you want to make that? Today we are going to make Veg Frankie, or you can even call it Veg Rolls. And I am sure your kids are going to absolutely love it. So let's look at the ingredients, what you're going to need for it. We're going to need some maida, that's all-purpose flour, plain flour, some potatoes. This is parboiled potato, which I have cubed them. And we're going to need some diced up onions, some cilantro, that's Dhania, Kashmiri Red Chilli Powder, Turmeric, that's Haldi, and this is Amchur, that is dry mango powder, some salt, and of course guys, you're going to need a tad bit of oil. This is what I like to use, which is hot and sweet tomato chili sauce, which is tomato ketchup, which is a little bit on a spicier side. If you guys have the normal ketchup, do not worry, we can just add a little bit of red chili powder, a little bit of salt, and you will get almost a similar taste as this, and a tad bit of water to knead the dough. So let's start making the dough first. Okay, so we're going to just add all our dry ingredients in a big bowl. So first goes in the all-purpose flour, then the plain flour, some salt, and I'm going to add about 1 teaspoon of oil, and we're just going to quickly mix this, and then we're going to add some water. And as you guys know, I always add water as I go along, just so that I don't mess or I don't make it really soft. So all our dry ingredients along with the oil is mixed in. Time to add the water. Now I'm going to knead a soft dough, and I will show you once the dough is ready. So I have kneaded the dough, and if you can see, it's nice and soft. It's as good as a roti dough. And now we just cover this up with a wet muslin cloth and keep it aside for 10 to 15 minutes. Meanwhile, I have already put some oil in a pan and it's already heating up. To this, we are going to add some onions. And we're going to saute the onions till the time they are translucent in color. It will take about 3 to 4 minutes for them to reach to that stage. So I will see you once the onions are ready. Also guys, while the onions are getting cooked, add a little bit of salt. It will help the onions to sweat out a bit and cook a little faster. The onions are nicely cooked in. Make sure that they look like this. They're almost translucent. It took about 3 to 4 minutes on medium-high flame, and now it's time to add the potatoes. Now remember guys that these potatoes are parboiled, so that means they're almost partially boiled. Okay, so now it's time for us to add the salt, and we're going to wait it out just about a minute, and then we're going to add the rest of the masalas. With the help of the salt, the onions and the potatoes have sweated it out. Now it's time for us to add the red chili powder, which is the Kashmiri Red Chilli, so don't be alarmed with the quantity. A pinch of turmeric and the Amchur powder. Now a lot of Amchur powder goes in this because this is what that gives the taste of Frankie. You have to put a lot of Amchur powder in here. And we're just going to mix this up, and we are going to cook this for about 5 to 6 minutes. So I will see you in 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, the masalas have nicely incorporated with the potatoes and the onions. Time for us to add the dhania. It was approximately 5 to 6 minutes that I let the masalas sit in with the potatoes. Now we're just gonna wait for about 30 seconds to a minute, and then we can keep this aside and we will start working on the Frankie dough that we had kept it aside. So guys, after adding the dhania, I just cooked it for about 30 to 40 seconds, and then I just transferred it into a bowl, and this we are going to keep it aside. And now we're going to start working on the dough that we had kept aside for 10 to 15 minutes. So we are just going to refresh the dough. So now, as you can see, I'm just waking up the dough. This will just refresh it, and now we will roll this into tortillas or chapatis. So for that we will have to make round balls. So you take a generous amount. I'm going to take about this much and put it in between your palms and just gently press them, and then you can just dunk it into dry flour. This is wheat flour that I used, and then just make round shaped tortilla or chapati out of it. Okay, so my roti is ready, or you can even call it tortilla. Now I've already heated the pan. I'm just going to add a tad bit of oil, and let's just help the oil reach all the surface of the griddle. And now I'm just simply going to take this and land it on top over here like this. Now we're going to halfway cook this roti, and then we are going to start adding the rest of the ingredients. So let's wait till we start seeing those bubbles. Okay, so I think it should be, yes, that's ready. Now I'm going to turn the flame on low, and I am going to let the other side get cooked. Meanwhile, I'm going to add the red tomato sauce over here, and let's just spread it around. Now, as I said, I like to use the chili sauce, the tomato chili sauce, but if you don't have this at home, just go use your normal regular tomato ketchup and add a little bit of red chili and salt to it. Now I'm also going to add a little bit of cheese. This is absolutely optional, guys. If you don't want to, you can just skip it. I just think that kids love cheese, and anything with cheese always turns out great. So why not add it over here, right? And to this, I'm also going to add our tomato, our potato and onion mix. So I'm not adding too much, otherwise it's going to fall out. So this much is good enough. I also like to add some raw onions to this. This is again optional, but I think they add a little bit of a crunch. So do definitely try it. And we're going to wait till the time the other side is also cooked. But before we do that, what we need to do is take this side, pick it up, and carefully place it like this. Now take the other side and carefully place it like this, and just press it like this. Just press it like this, and now just turn it over so it automatically gets pressed. Now we're going to cook it just for about 30 seconds to 45 seconds, and then we will be able to plate it. So I will see you soon. So I just made 2 Frankies or potato veg rolls, you can say. And I'm just gonna add a dash of cheese on top. And voila! Our dinner is ready. So time for a taste test. I can't wait for a bite. And I'm gonna take a bite from here so I get everything. It's just wonderful. I'm just so happy with myself. It has come out so good. What else can I say? I want a pat on my back. Anyways, guys, make this for your family. If you have kids, definitely make it. I'm sure they're gonna enjoy it. Make it today. Just make it today. And I will see you very soon. I can't take my eyes off this. I hope to see you very, very soon. And till then, you take care. You can get the written recipe on my website, which is somethingscookingwithalpa.com. And I will see you later. Take care. Bye-bye. If you guys haven't subscribed, I'm gonna be very angry with you guys. Subscribe right now. Just click off a button. Bye.